Hey everybody, this is DeMaree, your coach and trainer with the Freedom Companies, and I'm excited to bring you unexpected extras. We love this training because it does more than just talk about all the fun stuff we do to love on our database, to show our past clients and current clients that we care about them, but it shows you systematic ways so that you can really be top of mind. All right, so let's dive in. Let's get going. Those of you that know me or don't know me, I just want to reintroduce myself. Again, my name is DeMaree. I'm a father and entrepreneur, realtor for 20 years, and a coach actually going into my 10th year. We are an independent coaching company. We coach in multiple states and in Canada. So if you're looking for a training or coaching resource, we'd love to have a conversation with you, either partner with you as a vendor to possibly bring a training to your area, to bring resources to your agent partners, or if you're a brokerage or a real estate team, we'd love to chat with you about opportunities to get in front of your people and grow and nurture their database. So let's get to it. So unexpected extras, right? We're going to talk about capturing systems that are repeatable systems that we can capture personal information. That's a huge part of what is a challenge in our market. We have good intentions of staying connected with our database, but we don't know enough about them. Often when I'm looking at a customer or client's database, often they just have their name, phone number, email, and their address, right? They don't have any personal information, so we're going to talk about that. Second thing is automation, right? How do we get it to when you're super busy in the marketplace, these things still can go out, those personal touches still can be accomplished, and it looks spontaneous, and yet it's an automated system. And then scaling, right? One of the things that's exciting when you're slower, maybe when you're smaller, you can put these systems in place. But as you grow and as you scale your businesses, sometimes I always say the wheels of the bus tend to fall off. So what we're going to do is show you how to scale these systems. So no matter what size your current business is, and no matter what size it grows to, you can continue to provide unexpected extras. And then number 4, getting personal, showing your brand, showing your personality. Make sure you realize that this is a marketing opportunity as well as a touch point for your database. So showing yourself off. All right. So we're going to lead with this amazing book. I think it's been in production for, I think, almost 30 years. And I go back to this book so often because it talks about glue, giving little unexpected extras, right? It literally is an acronym for that little bit extra, right? And when we're looking at the real estate market as it transitions and changes in the next few years, it's going to be imperative to whatever real estate agent that stays in contact with their database is going to be the agent they're going to use for the future. There's a statistics that NAR that unfortunately tells the story that only 23% of real estate agents stay in contact with their database for repeat business. But in fact, over 75% of the consumers said they would reuse that agent a second or a third or a fourth time. So we have a huge gap between that 23% and that 75% of staying in connection with our database. So number 10, the law of connection in John Maxwell's The 21 Refutable Laws of Leadership really speaks to the heart of what unexpected extras is all about, right? Because as a leader, you're a leader in your workplace, your personal life, and in your community, right? So we got to connect with yourself. You got to communicate with openness and sincerity, know your audience, especially in the real estate space, live your message, right? So really making sure you're consistently communicating that you're the realtor for life. Go to where they are, so meet them where they are, hang out what they're hanging out, communicate in their spaces. We'll talk about that. Focus on them, not yourself. So this is not a sales pitch, right? This unexpected extras is to love and squeeze and just really hug your database. And yes, givers gain. The opportunity will present itself to give referrals or future business because you are doing it for the right reasons. Believe in them, right? Really believe that your database, your past clients are your core advocates, and then offer direction and hope. So I wanted you to kind of tee this up with the number 10 law of connection, because it's so powerful as leaders that we actually consistently really work hard to connect with our humans, our people, our database. And I think sometimes when we kind of get on the hamster wheel, we forget that. All right, so the first thing we got to work on is capturing systems. So what in fact do we need to capture, right? So I would first say, when you're going into your database, do you have basic missing information? Are you missing their email? Are you missing their home address? Yes, you may have purchased, they may have purchased with you, but did you physically move that address into your database. So the first thing I want you to do is you probably have information that you've already captured that's in your email, that's in your text message, that's in your phone, that's not in your database. So make sure you're moving and capturing all that information in there. But then the next level, kind of taking it to the next level for unexpected extras, is that personal information, right? So what's the name of their spouse or their partner, their kids' names, pets? You probably know them, but you may not know them, right? You may have not gone that deep in the conversation, or the opportunity hasn't presented itself. Birthdays, beverages. I will tell you, I've seen universally that, wine and beer and all that's great, but there's a lot of people that aren't, that just aren't drinking alcohol. So when you're dropping off a bottle of wine or dropping off something for the holidays that's alcoholic, that might not be the right tone that you're trying to present. Allergies, food, things like that, anniversaries, hobbies, books, even like the favorite color. And we even put on there your favorite t-shirt size. I don't want to be getting a medium when I'm an extra large, right? So if you're handing out any swag, you'll have an opportunity to be able to capture this information. So how do you go about capturing this information, all these very specific details, without seeming weird or almost calculated, right? So it starts from the beginning of the relationship. We're going to talk about it as you capture using this system. So the first thing is you got to create a system that funnels into one spot. I personally use a Google form. So anybody that I start to build a relationship, I send this Google form, which I'll be sending you as a template. It's getting to know you more, right? So it's going to ask all those questions on the previous screen, such as color, preferences on food and allergies, and even the t-shirt size, because I want to take this Google form and it converts into a spreadsheet, and then I upload and import that into the contact card of every person that's in my database, right? So making sure that at the beginning of that relationship, you start with, hey, would you mind filling this out so I can get to know a little bit more about you, right? If for some reason you can't obtain that, then make sure you're doing it through transaction surveys, right? I hope, or I trust, that at the end of a transaction, you are asking your consumer to give you a Google review, give you a transaction survey of like how you're doing on your communication, technology, negotiation skills. All those things are great, number one, for you to grow and learn about yourself and how well your business is doing. But it also is another opportunity to slide this Google form in and say, hey, we're not done yet, right? We are in a relationship with you for the rest of your life. It's not a one transaction and done relationship, and we want to do that. Also can use this form as an opportunity to touch people when you're texting them or when you're doing your daily lead generation. We use a system called Core 5. Core 5 essentially is that we do 5 different activities every single day, which leads to 10 touches. So example would we would do 2 text messages, 2 social media direct messages, and so on and so forth. So what I'm basically saying is use this as an excuse or a reason to reach out to your database. Maybe you haven't talked to that past client in a year or so, and there's nothing wrong with texting, emailing, call them on the phone that says, hey, we're updating databases, we're updating personal information, and I'd love to send you this form because I want to make you smile. If there's a birthday or anniversary, I can send something your way and celebrate that accomplishment or that milestone in your life. I want to be that guy or gal. And I just need this form filled out so I can keep in touch with you the right way, personalized, right? So make sure the first thing is you got to capture those systems in a way that they understand it's genuine and it's coming from care and contribution. The last thing I want to talk about is really one of the cool ways about Facebook, and I know there's Instagram and TikTok, but one of the cool ways in Facebook specifically is you can create a closed VIP club. That's a closed Facebook group for just your vendor partners, your referral partners, your past clients in there. This is an opportunity to kind of automate or systematically capture new information. So I would challenge you to create a closed Facebook group for your VIPs. You do not post things about new listings. You do not post things about just close. You don't post anything that's really connected to your business. This closed Facebook group is all about your past client. It is your VIPs. It's a celebration of them. So if there are birthdays, you're going to put that in there. Happy birthday to XYZ family or XYZ person, or here's all the birthdays for the month of May, whatever that would be. But there's also an opportunity to kind of do some little fun questions, maybe a survey. Maybe it's National Dog Day and you want to post a contest that said anybody who posts a picture of their dog today, put the picture of the photo, put the name of the pet, you'll be entered into a drawing. Number one, it's a drawing, so who doesn't love that? Number two, it allows you to take now that information, maybe they put their dog Rover in there. Now you can add that to your database so you know what their dog's name is. And if it's a dog, cat, lizard, frog, right, whatever the pet is, it just gives them an opportunity to do so. Another example of a cool closed group post I've seen is before and after. So they're asking questions like, post a before photo of the house that's when you purchased it, and maybe an after photo of a renovation project that you guys have completed. And so the cool thing is that as each of your past clients are interacting with each other, they're interacting with you. So you see that backyard transformation, or you see that renovated kitchen, and you see that transformation in that space. It's an opportunity for you to stay in connection with that past client, to show that they're engaging with you, but it also is just kind of almost do a little surveillance on what they've been doing to the house, improving it, obviously including adding equity to their house. But just monthly swag giveaways is another fun thing. Grab a Yeti, grab a cool, fun summer beach bag and do contests in there. This should be a fun space. This should not be a marketing space where you're saying, hey, do you want to buy a house with me? They already bought a house. This is a capture system, right? This is an opportunity for you to grab some new information, maybe about their birthday month, or maybe about their pets or their family or accomplishments they have. So use this as a way as a net to capture. Okay. All right. As we go into capture systems, I want us to talk about kind of the multiple items or the multiple strategies of like capturing things and what you can do with that information. So we call them VIP gratitude gifts. A lot of times in the industry, they're called pot buys. We want to make sure that we do monthly or quarterly VIP gifts. I see as a coach, universally, we're giving too many gifts out to people that haven't earned the opportunity of a VIP gift or a pot buy. The second thing is they're inconsistent. We get busy. We tend to not, the mums die in the car, the chocolate melts in the backyard. We sometimes don't get these pot buy or VIP gifts out. So we coach our clients to identify the top 30 in your database, literally put a tag that says top 30. We tend to see people going overboard with this, right? Top 30, they have got to be giving you referrals, right? A VIP is not a past client. Yes, they bought a house. Yes, they're grateful for you, but really a VIP client is they've shown the ability and action to actually give you a future referral. So maybe that past client is now giving you their sister, maybe they've given you their coworker, maybe they've given you their mom, and you've listed or purchased a house with that customer. So now they are a VIP. So I want to make sure I get that clarity there. Not all humans in your database are going to get a VIP gift, right? That is the cream of the crop. That is not for people. That is just a general blanket solicitation of business. These are the cream of the crop. We call the second one wow moment gifts. So this actually comes from a book from the Ritz-Carlton. And if you've ever been to the Ritz-Carlton, they really pride themselves on these wow moments, really going out of their way from the maintenance department to the housekeeping to the front desk to find opportunities where maybe they could do that little extra to make that wow experience for their customers. And we can do that in real estate too, right? So wow experience gifts are more like life moments, right? So maybe they had a death of a pet and you're going to have something delivered to them. Maybe they did have a death of a family member and you're going to drop something off or deliver flowers, right? Maybe they got married. Honestly, maybe they got divorced, and you know what? It's okay. It's a life change. It's a new chapter for them. So maybe sending them a gift that you're thinking about them, things like that. We'll talk about that near the end. But these wow gifts are really powerful because they're unexpected extras. There's something that really makes you stand out. And honestly, wow gifts and wow moments show up on your Instagram and Facebook feeds every single day. People are posting about their life changes all the time, and we just have to be more intentional. So I'll tell you, it's not rocket science. What we do here at the Freedom Company is we go through our social media feeds and we see a wow moment, such as a graduation or a death of a loved one or a death of a pet. We screenshot that and we send it to our email, and once a month, we collect those and we mail out the appropriate gifts, and we're going to talk about that more. Birthday and anniversaries. We don't have birthdays in our database, right? So really important to capture that using the Google form, or maybe I have a client right now, we're doing what we call a birthday grab contest. So as they're talking to their database, their number one question is, hey, I'm updating my database. For some reason, I don't have your birthday month. Would you mind sharing it with me? Because I want to make you smile the next time it's your birthday, right? Then there's a goal. I think she said a goal of 150 people she's going to capture in the next month of her birthday grab, right? So maybe that's something you're going to focus on. And then, of course, add them to your database. Handwritten notes, you know me, if you do know me, I'm old school when it comes to that. That 72-cent stamp now is worth its weight in gold, because that creates an experience. Honestly, that's a fleeting experience that we often don't see. It's a great thing because they looks like it's a wedding invitation, and oh no, it's a really nice, simple handwritten note from my wonderful realtor that I bought with a few years ago. Text, personalized, and then of course services beyond the transaction, such as vendors, such as painters, electricians, power washers, you know, dentists, all those things, because you're going to have an amazing vendor directory, right? All right. So I want to make sure also those of you that do client events, I want to make sure you kind of look at it from an approach that this is a capture moment. And so I've attended and put on client appreciation events, and they come flooding in, right? They're here for the park, or they're going to the zoo, or they're doing the movie thing, right? And we just kind of let them take the food and run. I would coach you as an opportunity to don't have that open entrance approach. Have them form a check-in line and greet them, right? Have your swag bags that they maybe are grabbing in that line. Have them maybe get an access pass, aka a cheap little bracelet, right, that you buy on Amazon. Maybe you are providing drink tickets to them, but they have to wait in line before they get the drink tickets, things like that. Make sure you're creating a funnel to where your clients come in and they actually have a check-in. This is not abnormal. This is humans, right? We go to a sporting event, or we go to a concert, we know there's a check-in process, right? So you're not asking them to do something they've never done before. They absolutely have done it in the past. We're just not thinking about capturing, right? Then have 1 or 2 laptops on Wi-Fi connected up, you know, logged into your CRM, and have other people, not you, have other people logging information, right? And maybe have a little cheat sheet of a few questions that they need to ask. Spot check that contact card, and they need to be asking questions like, hey, for some reason we don't have your birthday month. Can I grab that from you? Hey, we want to celebrate everybody in the house, including your pets. Do you have any pets in the house? And what type of pet are they? And what are the names of the little fur babies that you have? 1 or 2 questions, nothing crazy. Move along, grab the ticket, give them their access pass, and move along. But you know what the cool thing is? You just updated your database. You know what the cool thing is? Now you're going to be able to have the opportunity of unexpected extras, right? So and don't also do it within the CRM. Don't do it on a spreadsheet. Don't do it on a handwritten note, because you know what? Doing it twice is hard. You know that it's not going to end up in your client database. Just have it logged in. Have a couple iPads, have a couple laptops ready, and just enter it directly into the CRM as your clients are filing in. And I'm telling you, the more that you do this, the more fun it gets, because as you do this, maybe you've done 2 or 3 client appreciation events, then you can ask them fun, just kind of off the wall questions like, what's your favorite color? Like, what's your favorite beverage of choice? Like, what's the best restaurant in our area? What's the best coffee shop in your mind? Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts? It's okay. It's fun, but all that information is a way to capture. All right, now let's go into part 2, which is automating the system. So now we've captured this information through online Facebook groups, your client events, your text messages, through your daily lead generation, the Google form that you can use in your survey at closing, or when you actually start your buyer and consultation. So you're like a vacuum. You've sucked all this great, amazing customer information and quality information into your database. Well, one thing I've realized is that our databases, before we can get them automated, we got to get them organized, right? So if you really want to go after this unexpected extras concept, you got to know the quality of the people in your database. So we use an A plus ABC, A plus AB system. Not rocket science, right? So literally, you're going to go through your database and you're going to add a tag or hashtag or group that literally has one of those three letters in it: A plus, A, or B. This is going to make your life so much easier so you can automate things, right? Your A plus are your cream of the crop. They are the best of the best. And I would love to say you're going to have hundreds of those in your database, but honestly, by the time you look at the criteria, it may be 15, 20, 30 of those, right? So A's are multiple referrals in the past 12 months. Past 12 months is important. Maybe they gave you a referral 2 years ago. We love that, but they haven't been now giving you future or new fresh water into your referral database. So we got to think about that. But multiple, right? They got to get 2, 3, 4 of those, right? So those are truly your VIPs. They are your core advocates. They definitely love you, think about you, and want to pass on your contact information to those that need real estate services. They've given you one referral. And again, these referrals don't all work out. They don't know the referral that they gave you of their sister. Maybe the sister is doesn't have a down payment. Maybe their credit score is not exactly where it needs to be. We're rewarding the behavior. So even though the referral didn't work out, that's not that counts. That referral counts. So if they gave you one referral this year in the last 12 months, they're an A. B is maybe they're not a referral yet, but you can see with consistent touch and care, they're going to refer you. Just already know their mindset. You already know that they've verbally said that to you. So we got to love on them a little bit more and move them up to the A and the A plus status. But let's work through this. Do not fool yourself. When you're going through your database, not everyone's an A plus, not everyone's an A, not everyone's a B. It's okay that there's a portion of your database that's not in the referral system yet, right? We know that people, number one, there's people that are just not comfortable referring anything or anybody. It's just not in their DNA. Number two, it takes time to create that mindset and to show them how to refer you business, right? So I want you to be realistic when you're tagging or grouping and organizing your database, these A plus, A's, and B's. You need to be real about it. Well, sometimes I see like 75 A pluses, then we go through it. I'm like, when did this person, did they give you 2 or 3 referrals? No, they haven't yet. Well, they're not an A plus. And that's not a crack on you. It's just a really clean and honest system for you to be organized, because all these automations are connected to the quality level of the person. Again, not necessarily they're bad people, but the quality level of the referral, the quantity of referrals they're giving you, right? So make sure you work through that. So first thing about an automation is you got to know what the heck the plan is. Being intentional takes preparation and planning, so it kind of looks spontaneous, but it really isn't, right? So do you have a monthly marketing touch system? We only work in what we call a quarterly system. So I'm going to send this to you, but let me pop this open. This is a tracking form. It's great. It's so simple, right? Reasons to call, pop by, which is a gratitude system, social media focus. If you are doing a client party, January, February, March. This is first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. You get the gist, right? You then have a roadmap so that you know that you can have these things automated, or you know what you got to do manually to make it happen, right? So this is a huge opportunity where before you can be automated, you got to start with the planning, right? You got to sit down and work through that. I would not do the whole year and in one advance. So let's say, again, we're kind of in the third quarter. I would say let's just focus on fourth quarter right now. Let's do October, November, and December, and let's figure out what our marketing plan is there. And then we'll go into first quarter. The cool thing is obviously once you get through the cycle, now you have this whole marketing system, and maybe you give it a little facelift every year, but it should be about the same. I have seen agents that kind of move around with these systems. I would tell you, once you set it, you kind of stick with it. So maybe you have 2 annual events, right? Maybe it's an Easter event, maybe it's a holiday party. Don't move those, right? Make sure it's the 2nd annual, the 10th annual Easter Bunny hunt or brunch. Maybe it's the 6th annual Christmas party or pie party, right? Whatever it is. People like consistency, your database. There's moments where they're not going to be able to attend, but they're, of course, wanting to attend just because of life challenges or life conflicts. And the cool thing is they'll attend next year. So make sure you're creating an automated system of preparation for planning, but make sure a lot of the stuff is the same stuff every year. I have the same people deliver like VIP gifts around the 4th of July. Yeah, does the box look different? Is there slightly some different stuff in that 4th of July box? Yes. But it's every July they're dropping off something that is connected to Independence Day, and that's just their quality pop by / gratitude gift that they think is important. And so don't switch it up. Once you have the marketing plan, keep going, keep going. Okay. All right. We talked briefly about wow gifts. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into this. Wow gifts are those life moments. Why do we focus on life moments? That's interesting. The reason is because life moments often cause a real estate transaction to occur. Someone passes away, they need to sell their home. Somebody's getting married, maybe they have 2 homes, they're consolidating down to 1. Maybe they had more babies, they need a bigger house. Maybe their kids are off to college, maybe they're empty nesters. The reason why wow gifts are so connected to this unexpected extras is number one, we want to care for the people beyond the transaction. But number two, we know economically that if we stay in contact with them through their life moments, they're going to most likely refer us or use us in their real estate transaction. So automated system, pretty easy, is just have a list of these gifts already kind of prepped. I am a huge fan of Etsy because number one, it's cute stuff. Most of it can be personalized, but they can ship it directly to your customer. Don't be the middleman. Don't worry about it, right? You can send a handwritten note that says, or a text message after it's delivered that says, I hope you got this gift, but just get it sent directly to their home, right? So this is a little list I created. I'll send this out to you. I encourage you to kind of peruse your local shops or Etsy, but look at all the wow gift moments: weddings, divorce, new baby, boy, girl, twins, pets, new pets, passed away pets, things like that. So the thing is that when you're clicking on this, this is so easy, right? So their dog passed away. We're going to send them this $28 rainbow catcher, something super easy. Most of these gifts are around $10 to $20, nothing expensive, especially if you're only doing the ones that obviously you catch through social media, things like that. Graduation, high school keychains, different fun things, new job, things like that. Smells like a new job candle. Cute. 20 bucks, 21, 25. You can mail it directly to them and then send them a text message once you get notification that I got delivered that says, hey, I saw on Facebook or Instagram they got a new job. I just wanted to make you smile. Hope you enjoy the candle. This is not supposed to be an expensive or overthought process. It's literally the thought that counts. And so I encourage you, the first thing is to automate is this pre-select. Go shopping, put these links in a Google document for yourself. And when you have these wow moments, you can just click, deliver, move on, move on, move on, right? Spontaneity is a conditioned reflex. We want to create this spontaneous moment, but we want it to be so automatic that you can do this even when you're busy, right? And it's not going to break the bank. It's just something to capture that wow moment that something happened in their life, right? All right, the last couple things, some of this may seem obvious, but really, when you're scaling, time is really important, right? So there are many of my clients that love the idea of dropping off these wow gifts personally or dropping off their VIP or their pop-by gifts personally. But we'll tell you that as the market has changed, so has the location of our addresses of the properties we've sold. We used to be selling maybe within 35, 40 minutes of our location of our primary demographic. But now we're going further out, maybe in the more rural areas, because number one, inventory is low. So we had to go further out. Pricing is higher. So we got to go further out. So some of you may be driving an hour to an hour and a half just to one address from your location because of logistics. So think about what if you used a scaling system as maybe let's just mail these pop-bys, mail these wow moments. So if there's an opportunity to mail it, honestly, it's okay. For some reason, as an adult, Amazon is a thing, right? When I get an Amazon package, I get excited. I think that's most of us. The crazy thing is I bought it. I know it's coming, right? So the cool thing is that scaling a system, make sure you're using technology, time, efficiencies. So I don't know if you know this, but USPS.com, number one, you can buy stamps and have them automatically sent to you. So those of you that have a stack of cards, handwritten notes, and maybe no stamps, they will ship stamps to you for free, aka free. You have to pay for the stamps. They'll ship them to your house, so at least you have them on hand, and you don't have the excuse to not have stamps, or you have to go to the grocery store or the postage office. The second thing is that you can use what they call click and ship system. It's really easy. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to put the information of your customer in there. You can save it in an address book, first of all, in USPS.com. But it actually prints off a label. So it prints off a label. Let's say you have a box of stuff or an envelope of stuff or a little puffy mailer that you're going to mail out to one of your clients with something in it. You can have it weighed. Again, like a little weigh thing is like $5 on Amazon. So maybe it weighs 2 pounds because you put some stuff in there, right? You can go into what we call click and ship, and you can print off a label from your home computer, from your home printer on a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and you can just clear tape, add that in there, and you can drop it off at your like shipping center. The cool thing is that you don't have to wait in line at the shipping center because it's already paid for. It already has the scannable, trackable information. So generally, anything I've ever done, I just kind of slid past the line, dropped it on the counter, and they just scan and go later when they get to it. Cool thing is it has a tracking number, so then you know it sends you an email that says, hey, it's been delivered. So I just want you to think about when you're scaling something, when maybe you're getting much busier and maybe you don't have the opportunity or the reason to drop something by, think about how you can take these unexpected extras and do that. Also, keep things in your car that are spontaneous to drop off gifts. I obviously don't recommend anything that's alive, like a plant or a chocolate, but maybe there's some swag that you keep in the back of your car, such as cups, frisbees, just fun stuff that when you're already in the neighborhood, you could drop off in a simple, cute little bag, right? Anything you can do to scale, but anything you can do to save yourself some systems of time is important. And the last part is get personal, meaning it's about you and them together in a partnership. Yes, we're getting personal because we're branding it to them, like maybe customizing it or personalizing it to them. Yes, we're doing wow moments of specific life moments that are important to them, or maybe you're dropping off those gratitude or Popeyes because it's a seasonal item. But I don't want you to forget that you have to also get personal with your brand, right? So when you're sending out anything that's glue, right? So those unexpected extras, right? We need to know that it's coming from your business, not just you as the person, right? So I put up here just a quick, simple, like sticker. This is in Canva. I created a quick sticker, threw my logo on it. You can purchase them directly through Canva. In this example, these small stickers, 48 stickers for $28, they deliver. You can put them on tissue paper. You can put them on the little gift bags that you do. So it's an opportunity that says, yes, you had a baby. Yes, I want to celebrate you because you sent me a referral, but I'm doing it through the brand or the personalization of my company, right? So make sure you have stickers and tags and branding and all that stuff. I know you just can't see the shelf behind me, but I've got tissue paper. I've purchased bags, like little small gift bags that are generic, like white, blue, gray, tan, just generic. And I slap just a simple sticker on there. We'll have those. Yeah. Let me show you. These little stickers. So I got some stickers and I slapped that onto a little gift bag. So it comes from me. It's branded from my company and it's on their doorstep or it's in their mailbox. And that's very important. So have that product, have that little bit of that stuff available. It's honestly not expensive. You kind of feel like you're in like a gift shop. But you know what? At the end of the day, you're just trying to show them that you're consistent and that you're branding yourself and that you do care about them. The last thing I wanted to mention before we kind of hop on here is we do have some people taking it to the next level, right? And so these are branded boxes. And you think, oh, they're expensive. It's not too bad. 100 of them, roughly, it's $145 because they charge like a logo setting fee. Most of them kind of look like a pizza box. I have people that use them to put in their swag, put in their wow gifts, or put in their VIP pop by gifts. Here at the Freedom Companies, we customize them more like a shoebox. And it's really cool. You printing, pretty easy to do. You can upload your logo. You can put different branding. You can customize. This is like exactly the color of our logo, so you can be very specific. People are using these for buyer and seller consultations. They're also using it for pre-listing boxes. So obviously dropping it off a couple days before your listing appointment, maybe with your marketing kit and maybe a couple fun swag items in there, such as a koozie or a pen or something. And you're dropping this really cool customized box. Don't get crazy. Don't overthink it. But I will say that these personalized touches and unexpected extras are going a long way. We also want to make sure like it takes time, money, and effort, and it takes time for you to build all these systems. So I want you to really think about how can you stand out from your marketplace. Somebody told me a long time ago, everybody has a sign around their neck, every single person. And on that sign, every single person has a sign that says, I would like to feel important, or I want someone to make me feel important. We go through life, we have all these things that happen to us, many of which we don't vocalize to our friends or family, and probably not our realtor unless you're super, super close to them. So if there's a moment to shine a spotlight on their success, or to empathize with maybe a bad situation they're going through, you are going to be the agent of choice. Those unexpected extras are going to pay you in dividends and your time, effort, and systems that you put in place. Okay. So hopefully this inspires you to get out there and do that. We are kind of ending what we call the summer series. We're heading now back into school. Our trainings now are going to be $19 per training. I'm excited about it because it's some great brand new stuff. August 6th is our newest one. So if you want to attend our August 6th training, scan the QR code. You can pick all 4 of them, and that's a bundle package for $55. So you save 21 bucks, or you can pick which one that you prefer. August 6th is going to be strategy specifically for sellers, how to find more listings in this marketplace. August 13th is going to be database hacks. So we're going to go really dive deep into the fundamentals of a database. You think you don't need that, but you do. So many people, I look at their database and it's just not where it needs to be. The 20th is creating what we call that marketing plan. We're going to dive deeper into the one that I'm showing you or providing you in this, but it's really specific things that really have been effective and people have seen some amazing results. So that's on the 20th. And then on the 20th is lead generation habits and the routine that converts. I think all of us, most of us, some of us really do lead generation at a high level. And then there's those that we just don't have that habit at a high level. So on the 27th, we're going to go through some hacks on how you can still win the day. You can still get that lead generation out, and you can still market yourself and have a life. Imagine that. So thank you guys so much for attending the past free training. I apologize again for not able to do this live because of, I don't know, I got like a head cold, flu. It was a mess. But I kind of see I'm a little congested, but I'm feeling so much better. So thank you for your thoughts, prayers, text messages, all the fun stuff. And the final thing is, please, please, please take a moment right now, pull out your phone and pull out that camera and make sure you scan this QR code. This QR code goes directly to our Google review system. We have almost 300. We've been in business, like Freedom Company's been in business for 4 years. I've been a coach for 9 years, and we're building this up. A lot of people that are looking for business or real estate coaches, they kind of Google the internet just like all of us, right? And so this gives an opportunity for them to see what we do and the feedback that we receive. So if you could take 1 minute, literally it takes 1 minute, pull out your phone, give one sentence of maybe something you learned in this training or something that you plan to implement, or just any comments that you would provide would be so gratefully appreciated. And again, our next training is on August 6th, and I hope to see you guys there. This will send you to a Google form. What we'll do is then send billing and Zoom contact information to your email that you registered. So use this as an opportunity. I guess my final thoughts is unexpected extras. You've got to be the leader, right? You've got to show your database, your past clients, that you truly care about them. And I think some of us have good intentions. We obviously love our past clients, but we don't do enough to show them that we care. And these unexpected extras really will make you stand out in a marketplace that's got a lot of crazy information going on, a lot of mixed messaging. And you know what? At the end of the day, you get those wow moment experiences. They're going to remember you. All right. Well, thank you so much. I will talk to you soon. And if you have any questions about this, let me know. I'll be sending this recording as well as all those additional links that I put during these presentations. If for some reason a link doesn't work or you need more information, all you do is simply reply to the email. It goes directly to me and I will reply. Have a great, amazing day. I hope to see you in August for our continued training sessions for back to school. And be productive, make an impact. Talk to you soon.